Welcome to the Father-Son Sports Talk Show. I'm Tim Martin and my co-host.
I'm Tim Martin II.
It's a big week in the NFL with the draft happening, and the defensive tackle is a big position. Let's talk about Marcell Dareus and Nick Fairley. Who will be the first tackle taken off the board?
I think Marcell Dareus will be the first tackle taken off the board, considering his run-stopping ability and the fact that Nick Fairley's stock is dropping at the moment.
Well, Nick Fairley did make a lot of plays in big games where he came up and, 3 sacks here, putting quarterbacks out of the game. Won't he be able to make that impact on Sundays in the NFL?
I feel that he might be able to make that difference in the NFL on Sundays because he was the difference maker on the Auburn defense. He set them apart.
Well, let's talk about running backs. There hasn't been a franchise-type running back like Emmitt Smith to come out in the draft since all day. Is Mark Ingram that next franchise back?
Well, Mark Ingram could very well be the next franchise back. He plays a lot like Emmitt Smith, and hey, the Dolphins are talking about him, but I don't think that would be a good fit for them.
I'd like to talk about some players that teams could pick up in the 3rd or 4th round that can make a first-round type impact. And I'd like to talk about a kid out of TCU. And no, I'm not talking about Andy Dalton. I'm talking about Jeremy Kerley.
Jeremy Kerley could be a great pickup for a team in the 4th or 3rd round. He can go outside and he can play the slot, an ability that Wes Welker doesn't even have.
Yes, Jeremy Kerley has this presence. He already knows how to set the defensive backs up in his routes. He knows how to find the soft cushions in the jump and in the zone defenses. He seems like he's above his time. He's one of those kids that can come in. It seems like he's a 2nd or 3rd year player. I'd like to talk about a kid out of Marshall University named Mario Harvey, who was timed at a 4.3 at his pro day at the linebacker position.
To run a 4.3 at his pro day is just amazing, considering most receivers didn't even get above 4.4.
Yeah, this kid has a lot of talent. Everything he hits goes the other way. This could be someone that the Ravens pick up that could come in and learn from Ray Lewis and mold this kid into the next Ray Lewis over the next 2 or 3 years. Let's move on to the NBA playoffs. What's going on in LA?
I feel you always think it's Kobe aging for whatever reason, but I feel it is Paul Gasol and Andrew Bynum. I feel they really need to step up and help Kobe out for once in their lives.
Well, it was all about Kobe when they was winning, so now that they're losing, it's got to be about Kobe too. Let's not take the weight off his shoulders now.
Well, hey, you might want to take the weight off his shoulders, considering he's not getting any younger. Pretty soon, they're not going to have Kobe to lead them to 6 NBA championships.
Well, that's why Derrick Rose is stepping up for the Bulls. He's the next Kobe Bryant of the NBA.
What? Are you crazy? Derrick Rose is the next Kobe Bryant. He is crazy. Derrick Rose is a point guard.
I'm not staying from the standpoint of what position they play. I know Derrick Rose is a point guard, but I'm talking about a young player stepping in, leading his team into the playoffs, making a charge into the playoffs, and eventually Derrick Rose is going to lead the Chicago Bulls to a championship.
Well, first off, in my opinion, Derrick Rose and Kobe Bryant, even when Kobe was younger, are 2 completely different players. So you could make the differential and contrasts about them, but hey, Derrick Rose is leading his team to a possible NBA championship.
The Big 3 originated in Boston, and then all of a sudden they want to bring it to Miami, but it seems like really the Big 3 is in Boston. They swept the Knicks, and it seems like they're on their way to doing the same things that the Celtics do, is hanging banners.
Well, first of all, they were supposed to sweep the Knicks, considering the Knicks had Amari, Carmelo, and Chauncey. But the problem with that matchup for the Knicks is they haven't meshed yet. They've been together maybe 2 months, and hey, the Celtics have been together for years.
Yeah, they're talking about they're not meshing yet. They're just soft. Amari's starting motto was he was laying on his stomach with back problems the whole series. He needs to toughen up. This is playoff time. Step up and be a man.
Hey, at least Amari attempted to play. Chauncey wasn't even in uniform.
I like to end the show by talking about the Hall of Fame class in the NBA. Is Dennis Rodman, in your eyes, a Hall of Fame type player?
Well, in my eyes, which are my eyes and not your eyes, because, hey, Dennis Rodman was the best player that rebounded ever. And if you're the best to do something, you should be in the Hall of Fame.
Steve Tasker was the best special team player of his time when he was in NFL, but he definitely wasn't a Hall of Fame type player. So I don't see how Dennis Rodman is going in. But I know how he's going in. Jordan led him in with all the championships he won. It's too bad Jim Kelly didn't win the Super Bowls, or maybe Steve Tasker would have been into the Hall of Fame.
You could make that comment, but I guarantee you one thing: Derek Fisher is not making it into the Hall of Fame, and Kobe led him to 5 NBA championships, going for his 6th.
And you heard it first from the Father Son Sports Talk Show. Signing off. That was pretty good, huh?
Think it was better than the first?
I think it might.